Hello everyone, hello everybody, my name is J.A.S, but you may call me Game, and welcome to a channel update. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm actually recording this little me talking before I actually show the content, so I have no idea what I'm going to put there. I might put Hearthstone, I might put Smite, I might put Minecraft, I don't know right now, and quite frankly, it's fine for me because it's going to make it easier to essentially link things up. Now, I am going to be talking about a couple of things. I'm going to be talking about the series that I've been going on the channel. I'm going to be talking about Steam, because Steam. And I'm going to be talking about some stuff that has been happening off camera over this past month. And I will talk about some Twitch, because why not? Alright, so, series-wise, a lot of stuff. Mass Effect 2, Hearthstone, The Ship, Drunken Robot No Graphy for the Poor, and possibly a new one, Dungeon of the Endless. So, Mass Effect 2, it's probably going to end. Why am I saying probably? It is going to end, and the main reasons are length and all the other content that I'm doing. Those are the main two. Because of how long it normally takes to play the game, how long I calculate it'll take me to play the game start to finish, and just everything that I'm doing right now. There's stuff just coming in, and no need for Mass Effect to just be there and just linger. So, yeah, he's not going to be here anymore, Mass Effect 2 as a series. There will be a video coming out tomorrow, just explaining it in full, so I just want you all to know that. Now, in terms of Hearthstone, it is going to continue, even though I suck at it when it comes to Arena. And I actually want to tell you guys a very interesting story about Hearthstone, basically. So, someone who watches my content showed me a Google Docs, and it basically was how to build a deck for Arena mode. It stated, okay, don't pick this, pick this, pick this, never choose this, blah, blah, blah. And he told me about this, I think, after the second Arena run, which was the Druid, or after the Priest run, which I just finished recently. I don't remember, but I never am going to use it. Main reason being, there's no point. Because it's just going to be, okay, I'm going to pick this card because this is good, pick this card because it's good. And it's not, to me, feel like a learning experience, and I also feel it's a bit cheaty as well, because I basically have what is essentially, I'm guessing, a Hearthstone Pros rule-by-rule thing on how to do Arena, and quite frankly, that's a no right now. If I do all the Arena runs, then I will, and I will be using it if I, say, try to do a run for Arena mode, but they're all repeats. So, say next time I try to record, I get Druid, Warlock, and Priest as my picks. Then I'll probably pop up that Google Docs and just play it like that, because there's no point. Alright, the ship is going to be ending soon, and the reason why I know this is when the second session happened, I need to upload that some more, because, quite frankly, it's been a while, at least to me, since I've uploaded it onto the channel. It feels like a lot of Hearthstone. Come on. And the reason why I know it's going to end soon is because I actually looked up how to get past the part that I'm stuck at, because you need a specific item to actually win. So, I looked it up, and I kind of knew anyway that I was very close to the end of the game. So, either way, the ship is going to be ending soon, basically, episode-wise. I think maybe 5 or so, possibly. I haven't even done the third session recording-wise, so I have no idea. But, yeah, it's going to be ending soon, and what's going to replace it is probably Dungeon of the Endless. I'm really enjoying that game, and quite frankly, it's some of the most interesting fun that I've had, really, because it's just straight up fun, because I like tower defense games, I like dungeon defense games, I like roguelikes. They're all very interesting to me, and they have just very specific and very interesting methods on how to do it. So, there is going to be some more Dungeon of the Endless. Now, the last one, Drunken Robot Noography for the Poor, aka D.R.P. There is going to be more. I very rarely do videos on it, and it's primarily because I want to get the Hearthstone done, I want to get the ship done, you know, I want to get that stuff up, recorded, and ready. It's sort of that little random series that I have that's just there to be there.
I'll put it on
and with that said, that's all the series that are out right now. Now, just backtracking a bit to Hearthstone. Yesterday, because this is going to be up on March 1st, and I'm talking yesterday as in February 28th, you will have seen some stuff against I and someone else on YouTube called Ferris Pilot. And I definitely recommend watching it because it's one of those series that essentially gives you a good clue as to how good I am. When I play with other people, I tend to be better, I guess you could say,
Behold the might of storm
vocally, I should say. I'm not sure, but I do recommend you watch those videos, and I also recommend you check out his channel. Blah, blah, blah. Shameless plugs. I don't think it's really shameless plugs. It would be shameless plugs if he was doing this on mine. But either way, I definitely recommend you check out his stuff. Now, onto Steam. Steam! There has been way too many games on Steam. I think there has been at least 50 game releases for Steam. And to me, that is just way too much for a scheme of 28 days just for Steam. Because that is insane. It hardly moved in January, and then February went... because it was just that quick. And I did have a couple of purchases. I purchased EDF4, aka Epic Battle Fantasy 4. I'll explain about a bit of that later. I purchased the Yawhg, Y-A-W-H-G. Very odd name, but very interesting game. That'll be up soon as a video. It took me a while to actually edit it because there is sadly no audio option for the game, so you couldn't make it quieter. So it took me a while. And I also purchased Dungeon of the Endless Founder Pack Edition, which meant I got all the delicious good stuff. If you do not know about that, I definitely recommend you check out the J.A.S showcasing of Dungeon of the Endless, because it shows off the game, shows off all the cool little bits, all that stuff. And I decided to go through the going soon thing on Steam, and it basically tells you what's coming onto the Steam, more or less, at least the good stuff. And I was going through, and I saw a lot of very interesting little games. And some of them I would do a series on, some I might not do a series on, it really all depends. First one is Tower Guns. I'm trying to remember right now what it was. Actually, I could look it up right now because of how I'm doing this content. So, I shall do that. Fast-paced first-person shooter for the Twitch gamer. Very interesting, really. It kind of looks like D.R.P. It feels like D.R.P. I should say. But it's apparently a short burst lunch break FPS. And it looks intriguing. Though I'm not sure right yet if I will truly enjoy it, because I don't want to have so much love towards it that it just kind of fizzles out when I actually play. Then there is Diehard Dungeon. Basically, it's its unique take on the real-time roguelike genre with a classical look. It actually looks like something I would like art style-wise, because it looks very interesting. And
is someone injured?
It feels like if I actually played it, I would very much enjoy it. So that's very awesome. Very awesome indeed. The next one up is Fight the Dragon. Odd name, I know. But the really cool thing about it is essentially it is a Gauntlet inspired. And I played Gauntlet. Gauntlets 1 and 2 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. And I goddamn love those games. I played Gauntlet Legends. think it was, for the Nintendo 64, Gauntlet Dark Legacy. For GameCube, I played the Gauntlet, what was it, Seven Sorrows for PS2? That one was a little off, because it was. But essentially, this is, but going back to Fight the Dragon, it states, build, explore, battle, and loot. In this Gauntlet-inspired, user-generated hack-and-slash create and share adventures like a true dungeon master of old. Goody! And it looks pretty damn interesting content from little pics of it on Steam. So, I would probably enjoy it. Then the next one is Dying Light, because it's a zombie shooter style thing that looks pretty damn cool in the trailer. But I really don't want to have my hopes up, because the guys who developed it, I am talking about a game that I had stated in a past channel update, but I'm not getting my hopes up right now, because the guys who made it also made Dead Island. So, yeah. Yeah. And I think we all know what happened with Dead Island. I'm pretty sure. I hope you guys know, because Dead Island was mine. I never played it, I never bought it, but I've seen enough proof. So, yeah. It's really how that's going to be, essentially. And then we has Spaz 2. Spaz 2 is also known as Space Pirates and Zombies 2. The only bad thing is that it's not coming out until the end of the year, and it's making me upset as balls, because Space Pirates and Zombies 2 was very interesting. I actually might do a J.A.S showcasing on the game, just to show it off to the people that actually don't know what it is, because it is really one of those games that I find to be very interesting. So I really hope that I can get it soon. And then there's Raise the Dead. Essentially, it's about zombies. I know I'm kind of obsessed with them, but it's a story-driven action puzzler where you essentially control zombies, and it looks freaking awesome. And to coordinate with TF2, they already developed a hat for TF2, which looks awesome. So, that's that. And then the last one on the list is the game known as Hell Raid. And I have said that it is basically a multiplayer rendition of Skyrim, because that's what it looks like from everything. And it looks amazing. It really does, and I definitely want to play it and just be it. But that also comes out in the game, and it makes me upset. So yeah, that's all the Steam stuff. Steam. I think you need to slow your roll on new games. I mean, looking at some of these, the recent ones, I mean, I don't think we need just so many. A lot of these look great, so. No, I just saw random video games, so I'm just gonna get into that right now. And let's go into off-camera stuff. A lot of things to talk about in terms of off-camera. The Lego Movie, Bravely Default, my sister getting a 3DS, and Epic Battle Fantasy 4. Okay, so let's actually start with Epic Battle Fantasy 4. I am playing that so much. It's actually one of the two games that I've gotten recently that I am not putting down. Essentially, it was originally a Flash game, Epic Battle Fantasy 4, but the guy who made it recreated it on Steam, and it basically has a state of content, essentially, that you would only get if you sort of, it's kind of paid for Epic Battle Fantasy 4. You also got the soundtrack. Alongside it, you got, say, what was it? No, actually, I can't remember. I'm going to have to look it up on the Steams, just so I can read the list. Then again, I don't think it'll be there, which is great. I really don't know. It looks nice, the picture-wise. And I was actually going to record it when I found out that it was available on Steam, but it wouldn't record Traps wouldn't record it, so Damn you, Fraps! Why do you make my life upset? So that's with Epic Battle Fantasy 4. I found a thing though that explains bollocks. States. Yeah, it comes with a Congregate Premium Pack. That's where you can play the game normally, which means new bosses, new gear, new skills. Very interesting, by the way. You basically have 2 female characters and 2 male characters. Each one has their own type of weapon, but armor is separated into male only and female only. And you have 3 guys on the field at a time. It's actually quite fun. I definitely recommend you playing it. And other cool things for reasons why you should buy the Steam version as stated by the dev. Integration with Steam achievements, cards, and most importantly cloud saving. Uncompressed video and various visual improvements. Looks and sounds better. Support for different window sizes, full screen resolution, which is very cool. So with that out of the way, I'm going to go into the second game that has been absorbing my life for the past couple of days. Bravely Default, and it is by far one of my favorite games right now because it is goddamn fun, okay? It is goddamn fun because it takes classic Final Fantasy, which is you have to go and buy the spells in order for you to have them permanently. Level 1s cost 200, level 2 400, etc., etc. And you have like standard style RPG or Final Fantasy, I guess you could say, where everything costs mana and stuff like that. And it's got some very awesome integration with how 3DS's work, like socially, I guess you could say Street Pass wise, because you have a little town after a certain point in the game. It's very early on in the game, mind you, but you can build and upgrade the town, essentially, and you can make it go faster by street passing with people, but you can also just connect with random people on the internet and just get them like that. So it's very, very cool, really. And now I shall wrap this up with the LEGO Movie and my sister's 3DS. Sister's 3DS first, because why not? My cousin had a 3DS. It was red, very shiny, I know, and he played it maybe 3 times and never touched it again. So when my family went to my cousin's, he basically gave my sister a 3DS, as well as 3 3DS games, a Wii game, and a crap ton of Skylanders, because my sister is obsessed with Skylanders. And, like, for a grand total of $50, I mean, it was seriously that much. The fact that he even said you can have these Skylanders probably made her day, because she was getting all of that for $50, and I think she had gotten maybe 8, 9, 10 Skylanders, so, and they're what, 6, 7, 8 each? So that gives you a good clue as to how much money she saved. So yeah, that was interesting. But earlier that day, we had seen the LEGO Movie, and in terms of my opinions on the LEGO Movie, now, if they did the movie as in how LEGO stuff is done on YouTube, which is more or less frame by frame, at least the good stuff, then I feel kind of bad, because there are 30 frames in a second. Yes, a second. And I think the movie was about 2 hours. So let's see. That's 120 minutes times 60 seconds times 30 frames per second. And you're looking at 216,000 frames that they did for that movie. But not all of it was frames. And I'm gonna say this, really? I felt like it was done kind of oddly, I guess you could say. Because there's a part in the movie, I think it's been out long enough for me to say this. There's a part in the movie where one of the characters is held by a piece of string, and to me, that does not seem professional movie-wise. I know it's Legos and all that, but still, a piece of string. He's supposed to be a ghost, but it's still a piece of string. And it's visible in the movie. That, to me, is a no. If there was a hand there, then I would have been, okay, how was this allowed? Because it just, yeah, I'm being kind of naggy, but it's still, was just odd for me to see that at all. And overall, though, I did enjoy it. So, with that off-camera stuff out of the way, I'm going to talk about Twitch for a second. I'm twitching today, and you can see that in the little Twitch video that is also going to be uploaded today, and if it's not, then I will state spasmodically on Twitter that there's a live stream today. I wasn't able to do the video because god damn it, and blah blah blah. But mind you guys, I'm going to have a dentist appointment today. Who freaking Ray? And I might sound a bit off, depending on if I still have the effects of dentist things on your teeth and blah. So that's going to be interesting. It's probably going to be Smite, because Smite is really one of the games that I feel like I can do in terms of live streaming right now. Though I would play, say, Hearthstone or Minecraft or whatever else I could stream if the case was. I could actually stream Epic Battle Fantasy 4 if I wanted to, but I feel like that would be a bit much. So, yeah. Okay, so that's that. I'll see you guys later for my next channel update, and as well as all the content. Remember, guys, very much remember this. You're all amazing, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, and bye.